Hi Year 5, Mrs. Dawson here again. This is your English video for this week, and in your work pack for this week you will have a little activity where you're going to need to underline or find the plural nouns in a sentence or the possessive nouns in a sentence. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through with you what plural and possessive means, and what punctuation you need to add to make a noun possessive. So here is how we make a word plural, a noun plural. So plural equals more than one, so plural means more than one thing. So the plural for many common nouns are formed by adding an S. You just add an S on the end. So dog becomes dogs, garden becomes gardens, and handbag becomes handbags, for example. So you just add the S on the end. So this is just a plural noun. Then it gets a bit trickier when it becomes possessive. So an S can be added to show possession of a singular noun. However, it needs to have an apostrophe in the correct place to make it grammatically correct. So for example, school's new teacher. So the school's new teacher. So the new teacher belongs to the school, which is singular. To form the possession of a singular noun, we add an apostrophe followed by the letter S. So the school's new teacher, we need to add an apostrophe in between the L and the S so that it shows possession of the teacher, for example. So the same can go for dog. So dog becomes dogs plural, but then if it's in possession of something, you need to add the apostrophe to show the possession. So the dog's fur. So you can see that we've added the apostrophe before the S. The garden's flowers were pretty. So the garden is in possession of the flowers. So we add an apostrophe before the S. And the handbag's handles were big. So the handbag is in possession of the handles. So the handbag gets an apostrophe before its S. So we're changing our plural into a singular possession because it's in possession of something. However, when a noun already ends in an S, so plural nouns which end in S, like cactus and bus, plural nouns which end in S show possession using an apostrophe after the S. For example, the cactus's spikes. So you put the apostrophe after the S because it already ends in an S. So just a recap, possessive noun general rules. So rule 1, to show possession of singular nouns, add an apostrophe and then an S. So leaf becomes leaves with the apostrophe before the S. Class becomes classes, apostrophe before the S. So to show possession of plural nouns not ending in S. So women becomes women's, apostrophe before the S. Children becomes children's, apostrophe before the S. Rule 3, to show possession of plural nouns ending in S already, the apostrophe comes after the S. So leaves becomes leaves, classes becomes classes, with apostrophe after the S. Okay, so what we're going to do now is a little activity where I'll get my drawing tool. We're going to spot the plural or possessive. So the dog's lead was held tightly by the owner. So the dog is in possession of the lead. So the lead belongs to the dog. So we need an apostrophe, let's annotate it, in between the G and the S, so before the S, an apostrophe goes there. Bees and butterflies loved the bright flowers. They're not in possession of anything, so they don't need an apostrophe. They are plural. Bees and butterflies loved the bright flowers. So they are plural. Sorry about my writing on here, it's quite hard. Okay, the roundabouts were spinning wildly. Again, the roundabouts are not in possession of anything here, and so they are plural. So our dog's lead becomes possessive, so we add the apostrophe, whereas the bees and the butterflies are plural and the roundabouts are plural because they're not in possession of anything here. So let's clear our drawings and move on to the next screen. Okay, so we are going to look at the sentences below. Our aim is to underline the plural nouns in red. However, some of the nouns have possessions, and we are going to add the apostrophe and underline these possessions in blue. So let's do our one sentence together first. We need our red pen first, don't we? So our aim is to underline the plural nouns in red. So Sarah's pencils were all sharp. So which noun in this sentence is a plural? Well, it's pencils, isn't it? So we're underlining it in red. Pencils aren't in possession of anything. They are just a plural. But we need to underline and add an apostrophe to Sarah's because Sarah's in possession of the pencils. We'll underline Sarah's because that is our possessive noun, and we need to add our apostrophe. Fantastic. Let's move on. So Bethany's guinea pigs are very naughty. So here, let's do our plural first. Our plurals will be our guinea pigs. So let's underline our guinea pigs, plurals. And our possessive will be Bethany's, because Bethany is in possession of the guinea pigs. So Bethany's guinea pigs are very naughty. So we've added the apostrophe and we've underlined Bethany's. So Georgia, who was always talking about her Nintendo DS, enjoyed hearing about Tia's new games. So here, our plural noun is going to be games, because there's more than one of them. And our possessive noun will be Tia's, because Tia has the games. Tia is in possession of the games. The Tia becomes Tia's, and we add an apostrophe before the S. And then our last one, I am very jealous of Charlotte's stickers because she has filled the new album. So our plural here will be stickers. And then our possessive noun will be Charlotte's, because Charlotte is in possession of, because Charlotte is in possession of the stickers. So we need to underline Charlotte, and then we need to put an apostrophe before the S for Charlotte's stickers. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so I hope that helped you. I'm going to go through again just the rules. So rule 1, to show possession of singular nouns, you add an apostrophe and an S. To show possession of plural nouns that are not ending in S, you add an apostrophe and an S. And if you want to show possession of plural nouns ending in S, you add the S and then the apostrophe at the end, like our sentence with the cactus. We have our word which is cactus, which already has an S on the end, and we add the apostrophe after the S. So cactus is spikes. Okay, I hope that helped you, and this little tutorial can help you with your work in your English pack this week. Bye.